Hello everyone, we're going to be doing our series review. Of course, now talking about the Carolina Hurricanes and the New York Rangers. Now, before we start, please make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel. Now, let's get to it. We're going to talk about the games and just kind of a brief rundown. So, Game 1, Carolina took a 2-1 win there at home in overtime. Shots 28-26 in the Hurricanes' favor. 0-1 for Carolina as well as 0-1 for New York for them on the power play. Notable things here, Philip Hedl, he scored the first goal of this series in the first period of the first game. But a late Sebastian Aho goal, it sent the game into overtime, and then veteran blue liner Ian Cole scored the game-winning goal for Carolina to take a 1-0 series lead. Game 2, Carolina won 2-0. They outshot the Rangers 22-21, 0-3 on the man advantage for Carolina, and 0-4 for the Rangers. Brendan Smith scored a shorthanded goal in this game in the first to give the Canes a 1-0 lead, and with just a few seconds left, Aho scored the empty netter on the New York net, and they were able to take this win, take a 2-0 win and a 2-0 series lead to remain undefeated at home. Game 3 in New York, the Rangers win 3-1. They were outshot 44-33, but Carolina still no power play goal. 0-3. New York 1-2. And this was another high-scoring affair. I say that as a joke, as the Rangers managed to notch their first win of the series thanks to a Zibanejad power play goal in the first, a Chris Kreider goal in the second, and then a Tyler Mott goal along in the third, and a 43-save performance by Igor Shesterkin. Game 4, it was New York again who won 4-1 in Madison Square Garden. They were able to win this even though they were outshot 31-28 by Carolina. Still no power play goal for Carolina in this as well. 0-2, 1-4 for New York. The Rangers looked like they'd take this game as well, as they had a 2-0 lead through 1, a 3-0 lead through 2. Then a Teravainen goal that was the lone goal for Carolina came in the third to make it a 3-1 game, but it wasn't enough as the series was evened up heading back to North Carolina. Game 5, 3-1 Carolina. They're able to get back in the win column and take a 3-2 series lead. They actually outshot the Rangers 34-17. The power play finally happened for Carolina. They were 1-2. So was New York. Vincent Trocheck scored a shorthanded goal to give the Hurricanes... Sorry, my dog's making a weird noise, but Vincent Trocheck scored a goal there on the shorthand to give his team a 1-0 lead, and Mika Zibanejad scored a power play goal to tie the game up. The Rangers would have a goal called off on the second period thanks to an offside call, and the Canes would go on to score 2 more goals along with a 16-save performance by Raanta to move to 7-0 at home in the playoffs and put the Blue Shirts on the brink of elimination. Game 6, the Rangers win at home. The Hurricanes lose on the road, choking there. The Rangers win 5-2. They were outshot 39-25. No goals there on the power play for the Hurricanes, I believe, but 2-for-5 for the Rangers. They took a 2-0 lead early, and they had a 37-save, 2-assist night from their goalie, Igor Shesterkin, making him just the 5th goalie in NHL history to have multiple assists in a playoff game, as well as giving New York a chance to force that Game 7 back in Raleigh. Game 7, early and often, the Rangers won. I really feel like for the very first few minutes of that game before that penalty was called, the Hurricanes looked like they were going to do pretty well, but then the Rangers scored on the power play, I believe, and that was Zibanejad, and then it was just all New York as they go on to win this series. So for Carolina, this is not what they drew up as a team with the 3rd best record in the league, and they went 0-6 on the road. Certainly not something that they would be happy about. Of course, in round 1 it didn't matter. In round 2 it matters a little bit more, and they will have to take stock of where they are going forward because they should probably be headed to the conference finals. As for New York, their power play was able to score consistently on a team that had the league's best PK percentage in the regular season. We'll move on to the conference finals. They will, for the first time since 2015, where they take on the back-to-back defending champions, the Tampa Bay Lightning. We're going to have to see how that goes as our conference final matchups are set. Edmonton and Colorado, and then of course you have the Lightning and the Rangers. So we'll have to see how it goes. What were your thoughts on this series? Let me know down below. Did you like the officiating? Did you think it was good or bad? Let me know as well. And then, of course, please make sure to like this video if you are new. Don't forget to subscribe. Everybody stay safe. Have a great night. And you go off hockey, alright? Goodbye, Brigadiers and Brigadettes. This is your captain signing off. Have a great night.